Aloha.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Uh, and welcome to Jonathan. I'm so happy to be reading with you today, Jonathan. We're going to have so much fun.
Thanks for having me again.
Well, no, you keep coming. I'll keep inviting you because you're really good to read with. Um,
Thank you.
Today, we're going to be doing full moon readings. Oh my goodness! Do you know what? Did I do the prompts?
Uh-oh, did you?
Let me just go in. It doesn't look like it. Oh my God. Okay.
What, do you want me to talk about the July full moon while you do that?
Yeah. Oh, Jonathan, how very brilliant suggestion. Because now I have to find where I hid them and put my, I have to find where I wrote them down yeah, we do have some good prompts because we spent some time discussing this last week. This is not just, some kind of show that we pulled out of
Or hoo-has.
yeah, out of our yeah, out of our hoo-has. This didn't just sort of appear, we discussed it and we agreed on prompts and we selected them and now I can't find them. Give me a minute. You go, Jonathan.
Okay, well, names for the July full moon. I think most people know the name buck moon for a July full moon, and that is in reference to male deers gaining new antlers. That's when they grow them, right? Another name for the July full moon is the thunder moon for the summer storms that come this time of year, right? This month.
Oh, right.
Name is the hay moon, because this is the month where hay is harvested often. Another name for the July full moon is the salmon moon, because it is the spawning season for salmon this month. Here's one that you would like, the feather molting moon, because it's the time of year where a lot of birds molt.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And another name for it is the berry moon, because this month is when a lot of berries ripen. And those dings were my kid like complaining because I stole his remote and now he wants to get on his TV. So I think I need to pop off for a minute and go grab that remote for him.
Okay.
Otherwise, come out here and keep bugging us.
Okay.
So another thing I was going to share was, I don't know if anyone likes playing with the tarot by the moon. This is a great book.
I've seen that.
It
I mean,
has
I've never played
spreads for
with it.
each month, right? So, like for instance, here's the July buck moon. They have multiple. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different spreads specifically for the month. And then they also have some spells and rituals per month as well, which is so this is a great resource if you want to dive into moon magic. And I'm going to mute myself real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Dave's dinging me.
Well, I've almost finished typing the prompts in, and I can tell you, I can share with you what they are. The first prompt is, how can I deepen trust in my intuition? And the second one is, it's an opportunity. Actually, these are great because it's an opportunity. What inner wisdom have I been ignoring? This is an opportunity for me to use the bonk of enlightenment upon you. Have I been ignoring or doubting? So those are the prompts. And I'm going to scroll them across the bottom. And I'm going to hide this. And I'm going to hide that. And here are your...
Did you see what Red Dragon said?
No, I'm still in the setup. I'm still in the setup mode. What Kim's always got I'm
So
afraid to.
a young deer crossed the road when she entered the pit. That was 15 minutes ago.
Oh,
Perfect timing, right?
that is so cool. There's such interesting stuff happens to Kim. Honestly. Uh
Hi,
yes.
there. Hi, everyone. We're not
Yeah.
ignoring anybody.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I haven't greeted you all by name, and we're already like 6 minutes into the show, and
Hi,
so
Daryl.
that's probably not going to happen.
Hi, Diane G. Hi, Venus. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Shenanigans. I'll
Oh,
say hi to as
Shenanigans
many
is
people
here.
as
Hi,
I can.
and
So,
Goddess Retrieval, and Stephanie, and everybody, and Annie Bear. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you all, and thank you. Oh, Gerald's here too. Hi,
yeah.
Gerald. So, so here are the prompts. How can I deepen trust in my intuition? And what inner wisdom have I been ignoring or doubting? And oh, I forgot to get my cane for the bonk. Oh, well, you'll just have to get the bonk from my annoyed mother finger. I've got that down pat. So
Ooh, should I
what
run
decks?
upstairs and get my fan?
Oh, you can if you want. You know, you
Sure, why
got to.
not? Might as
Yeah, why
well.
not? Go get. Yeah, why not? I'll shake my finger and you can thwarp your fan and ow, 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 Wanda, don't do that. Hi, Tamitha. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I will absolutely say prayers for your dad. Tamitha's asking for prayers for her stepdad who is in the ER. So I think we can do something. Um, let's see. Yeah, chasing lights does have lots of advantages. There you go. Okay, we are armed for bear. What decks will you be using? What
So
deck
I
do you have
actually have
on hand
a
today?
paired deck here, the Wandering Moon Tarot with the Wandering Echo. So the Wandering Echo is just Major Arcana, and it's a different set of Major Arcana that are in here,
How
but they match.
interesting.
I'll show you the backs. See.
Oh, okay.
Of course, because it's full moon stuff, I pulled out the Moonology Oracle cards, which I
Yeah.
don't usually use that often, but it seems appropriate. And
Yeah.
the Work Your Light Oracle cards.
Oh, okay. I have a
So,
couple of Rebecca Campbell's decks, and I find I don't really reach for them that often. Same with
same as like,
Moonology. Yeah, like I just, that's not. It's interesting. Maybe I should put them on eBay or something because I just don't reach for them.
right.
I could, if I was really. Is it a good one?
This is the first one I think that she came out with. So I find it's a little different than the others. I mean, it's got a regular box instead of that weird triangular top thing, which I
Yeah.
understand because it's for displaying the cards or something. And I find that I don't know, it just has, I don't know, there's just something about this that's a little better. Not better, but different than the other decks that she came out with. I think this one was one of those like passion projects where the others are just kind of like, let's crank them out.
Oh, well,
I don't want to read into it, but that's just the
yeah,
feeling I have.
you could be right. I have the Rose Oracle and the Healing Waters Oracle, and um, they're hard to see. They're so misty and
Right.
pastel, and and I realize that I have very bad eyesight. You guys all know that. You've seen me here with my 4 pairs of glasses, so y'all know I'm not the best at vision. So, or my eyeballs aren't the best at looking, you know. So, so
aggressive, so I understand.
Yeah, so it's not I don't know, they just don't I just don't even think of them when I'm thinking of doing a reading, you know, they sit on the shelf ignored and I feel guilty about that. Okay, so anyway, what am I going thanks for sharing that. Is that
Oh,
is that
what deck
all of
are
it?
you gonna use? Yeah, I just brought.
Well, Jonathan, today I have a lineup for you.
Oh
Today,
boy.
Witch's Wisdom is going to make her debut.
Oh, nice.
I asked her if she wanted to play, and she said yes. So,
That's one that
and
I don't reach for, but I have.
that's one what?
That I don't reach for, but I have, which is wisdom.
Oh, I just at the new moon, like today's a full moon, so 2 weeks ago, that was the end of the lunar cycle because I got her at the beginning of the at the new moon
Mhm.
before, and I spent that whole lunar cycle with her under my pillow. Well, okay, not under my pillow, beside me, because who could sleep with a deck like this size under your? Okay,
Nice.
so but you
Talk
get
about
you get
it
the point,
in
and um, and so we developed a very close relationship. She's got a sense of humor. She's very clear. I really like it. I really like her. Anyway, okay, so the other decks that I'm using today, I'm using my favorite child, still my favorite child, and the Botanical Dreams Oracle.
Oh, nice.
So,
I just realized
so
my
you're what?
mic was turned down a lot. That's why you couldn't hear me. Can you hear me
Oh,
better?
I can hear you a lot better.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. Yeah, you can put it all the way up. Um, so let me just get my stuff together here so I don't screw it up even more again. And not that I'll ever tell you about any of the mistakes I make.
Most of them we don't even notice. So
I know. I know. Isn't that fabulous?
no need to
So
announce.
so here we go. Come on. There we are. And turn that down and turn this up. And we'll start the draw. Oh, that was supposed to fade out. Mangled Unicorn, you're up, girlfriend.
Wow.
Okay. Jacqueline. Oh, hang on. I can't see what I'm doing. That's because I've got a bird attached to my boob.
Isn't that normal for you?
Yeah, pretty much. But, you know, okay, let's do this again.
Yay, Teresa.
Teresa White. I'm sorry, Teresa. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the music because it's so weird. and
Hey, you got music going. That can't complain.
yeah. I got music going. Don't worry. Okay. Who's next?
Those being back to the childhood.
Is it too loud?
No, just bringing back memories of childhood.
Oh, Stephanie. Oh, good. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to read both prompts for all the people. Okay. So
Are we taking turns?
oh, yeah, we have to, but you're gonna have to help me keep track, okay? Because I get
Okay.
mixed up, and so I can usually remember if I was the one who read last, but whether that was one or two, it's iffy as to whether I can keep track of it. Okay, but so all of you are here, I hope, because if you're not tough noogies, we're reading for you anyway, because I can't be bothered to look through the chat to find out. Um, there you are, truth bomb. Huh. Okay. Um, let's. Uh,
Mangled unicorn, are you here?
she is here. I know she's here. I can feel her. Mangled unicorn. How can you deepen? Oh, this is perfect for you. How can you deepen your trust in your intuition? Mm, did you hear that? She was singing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, are you gonna sing?
Wanda,
Mm, Wanda.
Wanda,
Oh.
Wanda.
No. Aw. Okay, never mind making Wanda sing. We'll play with her. We'll play with her after. Right now, I'm much more interested in dropping a truth bomb onto Mangled Unicorn's beautiful head. How can you deepen trust in your?
Variant in this prompt.
Ooh, this is so interesting. This is ritual. Okay, this is from the what we've forgotten. Okay, because what have you forgotten, right? How to deepen trust in your intuition, ritual. And this means any kind of ritual. It can mean getting into the habit of washing your hands and your face before you sit down to do your work, to do your spiritual work, to work with your intuition. It can mean getting a cup of tea ready. It can mean making sure that your favorite fluffy cushion is pushed up, zhuzhed up, and put right behind your back as you sit. There's all kinds of ways of doing ritual. I'm not suggesting that you um, break out the candles and the incense. Although if that's good, if that works for you, do it. Some people put on a favorite piece of jewelry or an important piece of jewelry, rings, necklaces, whatever, you know, this is something that will help you deepen your trust in your intuition. I can totally see why too. And if you think about it for a bit, you'll understand why too. It's all, when you do relaxation exercises and they make you go down those steps, and they go and you take down the first 3 steps and you're this relaxed and you're blah blah blah. Okay, they all over YouTube there's channels that do relaxation videos like this. Anyway, and they're very effective. I'm not laughing at them or trying to discredit them at all. I'm saying this is the same kind of process. Okay, so as you go down the steps, you get more and more and more relaxed. And you, after you get down the 10 steps, I mean, you certainly couldn't sit up. Okay, I couldn't sit up. For you, once you've washed your hands, washed your face, arranged your seating area, burnt the incense, whatever, and then you sit down and work with your intuition, same thing. All of these steps will help reinforce what you're going to be doing. Yeah, totally, Mangled Unicorn. You go, girl.
So, what inner wisdom have you been ignoring or doubting? Well, the tarot pair that came out is the Ten of Moons with the High Priestess. Ten of Moons is the equivalent of the Ten of Cups, right? So I feel like you have that connection, that you doubt it, though, in a big way. And it's because you need to release, okay? So it says, what do you need to release? And then the next card is unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives.
Oh, yeah.
So there's certain things that are like, you see these women that are bound, but that one in the middle finally released all that stuff and is flying up towards the moon. So it's time for you to realize that you have everything you need. You're just letting old patterns keep you back. Okay. It's time to cut those ties, cut those old patterns that you know don't serve you anymore. And you just need to figure out what it is that could take its place. Let's put it that way, right? So what contract need to be released so that new contracts can come in? Okay.
You know, that's so, thank you so much, Jonathan. And thank you for joining us in this, Jacqueline. I hope that this has provided you with some insight. Okay, so now we're going to switch, and Jonathan's going to go first.
Totally tracks. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, that would be helpful. Okay, so we got that.
Next again, I'm forgetting.
Next is Teresa White. Are you here, Teresa? I think so. I think I saw her making a comment earlier. Yeah, Crystal, I am so sorry.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Teresa. Is Teresa here?
Doesn't matter. Just,
okay.
I mean,
so how can you deepen your trust and your intuition, right? I got Page of Stars with Harmony. Okay. This is just a reminder that all the answers come to you when you pause for a moment and really let them flow to you. Okay. So one of the best things you can do is just sit in meditation and listen to your instincts, listen to the intuition. Okay. Because when you're in that state where you are open, you're more likely to listen to it versus being frantic, going, and then constantly doubting it because you're like, well, I can't believe that right now. I got to just go, right? And this is the reminder that it's time to give rather than take, right? So sometimes you need to give your intuition to others in order for it to get stronger. And this is new moon in Virgo. So I'm not sure when the next new moon in Virgo is.
We're just have, I can't remember. Sorry. It was in my head and then fell out.
And this is the reminder that you are not alone. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. So when you're having that moment of doubt, just pause and listen for your ancestors instead of trying to come up with the answer yourself. Let it flow to you, right? Pause for a moment, let the intuition flow from your ancestors to you so that you're able to give to others. Okay.
And Teresa, your the inner wisdom that you've been ignoring or doubting from the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, it's the Four of Air. These beautiful trees on this rocky outcropping. Let's tell the story of these trees, okay? And I'm going to read from what the authors have written about it because, you know, they know more about it than I do, clearly. And it's also very beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's time to come home to yourself without any disguises, to look within and see yourself with self-love. Give yourself time and space to revisit your memories and reflect on your choices, to know and accept yourself, to nourish and protect what needs care. Welcome yourself home. From this place of safety and rest, you can decide where to go, what to do, what to create next. So this is about self-care, renewal, and rest, okay? And it's also about authenticity and integrity. Because it is. Just take my word for it, okay? It's about authenticity, being who you are, nurturing and loving who you are, and supporting who you are. So, yeah. This is a really beautiful wisdom. for you to look after yourself and allow yourself to rest and allow yourself to be and renew. Mm, yeah. Don't be so hard on yourself, in other words.
Mm-hmm. And your ancestors are right there willing
Yep.
to work with you, to sweeten.
Yep.
Sometimes
so
they wait for you to acknowledge them, right? And
that'd be nice.
It's always good to have a little ancestor altar where you can give them like fruit or a drink or, you know, their favorite things, favorite treats.
You know, you guys, sorry, you guys, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. It's like, that's as bad as you people, isn't it? Oh, okay. What I truly mean to say, or what's in my heart to say, is I hear I hear the word altar, and it just kicks me right back. Catholic Church, 7 years old. You know,
Right.
like it has a lot. I need to work on getting past that.
Because an altar is just a sacred space, really.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's a sacred space, and I have a couple of altars in my house. If that's the, yeah, exactly. I have my bookshelf is a sacred space. Okay, it
Mm-hmm.
has all my cards, and it has all my books, and it has my wonderful, beautiful knitting needle case, and that is a sacred space. Okay. So yeah,
Right.
I need to get over myself. I need to get my head out of my ass. Okay, that's that.
Well, and what it is, it's a soul wound that you still need to heal. That's what it
Well,
boils down to.
then that just means I have to work on it.
So
We have.
who doesn't need to work on shit? I mean, come on.
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying like this is just another one of the list of the many things that I have to, um, uh, one of the many things that I have to. I want to bring attention to something that's going on in the chat right now. Um, Crystal Connors has just shared. She's a member on my channel. She's just shared that she's received news about her mother who's been missing for more than a year. That she has, yeah, she's crossed to the other side. She's not on this planet anymore. And she was found missing, or she not found missing, but she went missing on the Highway of Tears, which is, I think it's Highway 16 up in northern BC, where there's been more than 80 women women, mostly Indigenous, have gone missing since like 1990, I think it is. I can't remember. Crystal, email me, okay? And we'll set up a time. All right. It's hard. It's hard to be a woman anywhere in the world, but it's really hard to be an Indigenous woman in Canada, especially because well, I can't keep going. I'll start crying. So my heart goes out to you, Crystal, and all of us will keep you in our prayers. I want you to know that your ancestors are surrounding. I can see them, Crystal. Your ancestors are surrounding you with light and love and holding you.
Mm-hmm.
So
and they're welcome.
yeah, sorry to interrupt everybody, but that's something really, really important. And I'm not going to let it just go by without acknowledgement. Another woman that has left our world. Stephanie,
yes.
And I haven't seen Stephanie, but I know she was here earlier.
He's here.
There you are. Okay. So How can I deepen trust in my intuition? Stephanie, how can you do that? I'm using the botanical dreams. How fair. I love this deck. Well, I love all my decks, but look at this. It says deep dive. Deepen trust in your intuition. Dive right in. Just dive right in, embrace it, learn to understand it, work with it. And the more you work with it, the deeper your trust in your intuition will be. Now, let's see what you've forgotten about your intuition. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just got totally... Creation. Creation. You have the card of creation. You have the power of creation through your intuition. Look at that.
That's
you
beautiful.
Child of the universe, you. Using the universe to create. You go. You go.
What inner wisdom have you been ignoring or doubting? The two cards that came out together was the Fool and the Teacher, right? A lot of times we think that if we don't know enough about something, we shouldn't be teaching it. And that's not true at all, because part of what you do when you're teaching is you're helping others see a new point of view, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you just need to take that leap and know that when you are teaching, the right answers will come to you, right? Don't doubt that inner wisdom, because that the wisdom you gain from taking the leap is the wisdom you have to share as a teacher. Okay. You also need to work through your fears. So, yes, exactly, Beth. And another thing to remember is take a break, right? A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay. So when you're starting to doubt yourself, take a moment for yourself. Okay. Take a step back. Take that leap of faith if you need to. But really, know that it's a marathon, not a sprint. That's what I just heard. So pace yourself. You don't need to have all the answers right away. The answers will come as they're needed. Okay. And this fear of not knowing enough, I think, is this work through your fears card, is why that's coming up for you. It's like, just let it be, right? Teach what you have. And then when you know more, teach more. Simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah. Stephanie says, I needed that reminder too. My brain is all over the place some days. Yeah. I hear you. Okay, so that's our first 3 readings, and we're going to fire up Mr. Music Man, except that, like, my favorite is still those cats falling down the stairs. I'm sorry. Don't report me to the SPCA, whatever you do. Okay, and here we go with the kitty down the stairs. CJ, are you still here, girl? You want to hear that again? I love it. Okay, here we go.
Sure.
Next, we have... Ouch. Sorry, Wanda.
CJ's here.
Oh, good. Edward Kenneth. I'm pretty sure I saw him a minute ago. Okay. And...
You're still here, Edward.
Good. All right. And... Lacey Gray.
Gray.
Are you here, Lacey? Because if they're not here, then I'll just draw another one. Do we know? Yeah. Can you see?
I haven't seen Lacey, but I also haven't been 100% on top of comments. So
Oh, don't worry about it then. We'll just read what we've got, and if someone's not here for their reading, oh well. Bye, Diane. Love you. Thank you for all your help. Really appreciate it. And Jane the Seeker is here. She's on your channel.
Yep.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane. Welcome. And Kristen Louise. Hi, Kristen Louise and Beth.
Oh, Kristen Louise is there. Okay. I saw Beth earlier. Okay, so you're
popped in too.
Who?
Madame Maru.
Oh, is she here? Hi, Madame Maru. Hi. Okay, so you're first with this group.
Yes. CJ is the first, right?
CJ is first, and so are you. Hold on for a second here. Let me see if I can find anything with CJ's name on it, and I can put it up.
Just a little bit further up. Let's see.
There we go. I got it. Okay. Come on.
So CJ, how can you deepen your trust and your intuition? Well, for some reason, the Fool came out again. Sometimes you just need to take that leap of faith, right? You just need to trust the universe to catch you. And the other one that came up is an extra card. It's the Self. Right? So this combination here is just a reminder that everything you need is already inside you. You just need to take that leap and turn it into a dance. Okay? I mean, a lot of times when we take that leap, we feel like we're going to just fall. But think of it more of like taking a dive into the ocean and then you're dancing with the waves. Okay, dancing with nature, dancing with self. I got work through your fears again. So don't be fearful that you don't know enough. Okay. And interesting enough, I got Warrior Woman for you, CJ. Right? Have you answered your deepest calling? Again, right? Have you taken that leap of faith? Because once you take that leap of faith, life turns into a dance. And, those are the messages I have for you, CJ.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
So what inner wisdom have you been ignoring or doubting, CJ? And what we've forgotten. Oh, this is interesting. You never want to hear these words, I know. The cardinal, I'm sorry, you guys. The cardinal directions. Okay, so this is about structure and direction in your life. Okay, this is about the shape you want your life to take, the direction you want your life to go in. And there is inner wisdom about your life structure and direction that you're ignoring. Now, let's explore that a little more and see where that might be going. Just a second. Inner wisdom. You have a sense of direction and you're just ignoring that. You're ignoring what you already know to be true about your meaning and purpose, the meaning and purpose of your life. And the wisdom is make a wish. Make a wish. She's surrounded by the dandelion fluffs that she's blowing because that's how she's making her wish. But look at her. She's a flower too.
Right. Well, and make a wish totally goes with have you answered your deepest calling?
Yeah. Make a wish. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, you're all fuzzy now.
Oh, that's there. It should it should fix itself in a minute, but it's an automatic focus camera, which
Oh. Hmm.
well, I mean, it's what you get. Come on, don't be like that. Hmm. Usually, if you black it out, well, whatever. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Sorry about that, folks, but just think of me as being one of those Hollywood beauties, with the Vaseline lens camera.
I love it.
Uh,
Mango unicorn. Jinkies, my glasses. Yeah, we both got big glasses.
yeah, it's like my glasses too. Okay, so I'm sorry. Who did we just read for CJ? Now we're going to read for Edward. Okay. I haven't seen Edward, but yeah, the wrong kind of focus. Exactly. Where is Edward? I thought I saw him, but I don't see him now. And I'm not going to go digging through there to find it. So Edward, this is for you.
You might get it into replay.
How can I deepen my trust? Oh, you are here. Oh, lovely. Because we were going to read for you anyway. How can I deepen my trust in my intuition? Well, we just had a little accident under the bird.
Scared the poop right out of her.
Well, I mean, it's washable. Who cares? But I just don't like sticking my elbow. It's like I just don't like sticking my elbow in it. Yes, I still love you. I think you're pretty funny.
Maybe she thought it was just a heart. She thought that was funny.
Yes. So, Edward, how can you deepen your trust in your intuition? And I've got the Witch's Wisdom Tarot here to answer that. A bird shard. Oh, they're all shards. Yeah. You're a funny girl. Yes, you are. Ooh, isn't that interesting? I seem to, there's air today. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and it's the 6 of air. So look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Those swans.
Oh, that's very
They're little babies. And that fox in the background who would love to get his jaws around one of those tiny cygnets, but he knows he's not going to be able to because the parents are going to just, swans are actually really vicious, okay? They're very good. They're very good parents, and they're very good defenders of their families. And so what this card is about balance. It's about divine communication, development, useful limits, and danger for the unprepared. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to find them first. Can you tell that I'm just
glasses?
my closey-uppy glasses, and I put them down, and they're not anywhere that I can see at the moment. So, whoops, sorry, Wanda, and I don't want to upset her by, flinging her around. So we'll just have to make do with what as best we can. So here's the wisdom from this card, the 6 of air. And I'll try and hold it up while I read it because it really is quite beautiful and worth looking at. Open your heart to the goddess and attend to the messages she's sending you. Take something. Take pride in your spirituality. Trust your intuition. Honor your dreams. But don't rush into things you're not ready for, and don't despair if your efforts don't succeed. Allow yourself time to grow. Cultivate your skills. your wisdom, your heart. Nurture your dreams. When you're ready, the universe will offer you the opportunities for which you're prepared. You see how that fox is lurking there? The danger for the unprepared. These little cygnets are in danger, but their parents are ready, and they're not prepared, but their parents are ready to defend them. I think that's a wonderful message for you about deepening your trust in your intuition.
Definitely. So, what inner wisdom have you been ignoring or doubting?
Do we get
The
to use
fact that you have that inner intuition? I got the Hermit here, right? All those answers you're looking for outside are within. Okay. And the card that came up with it is fortitude or strength, and it's a backbone here, right? So you need to listen to your inner wisdom and follow it, right? Let that inner wisdom give you the backbone, so to speak. And once you're able to really just let your inner wisdom flow, then you can expect powerful change. Right? New moon eclipse. The thing I think that's really kind of throwing you off here is you need to align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Okay. And again, that goes back to the inner wisdom. When we feel like something's not right, listen to that feeling. Okay. It's rarely wrong. And those things that really just don't feel like they're aligned with you anymore, it's time to say goodbye. Right? Yeah. Have the backbone, so to speak, right? To say goodbye to those things that no longer serve you.
Yeah.
And once you do, you're making room for that inner wisdom to come out more, better. I don't know how else to describe it. So,
yeah. Thank you.
That's helpful, Edward.
Excellent, 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 Jonathan. And thank you, Edward, for joining our playtime today. I hope that was, oh, here we go. He's been coming back to spirituality, taking it slow. Good. Yeah. Good. It's slow. You don't have to, there's no time limit. It's not a competition. It's not a race.
Right. So, and good. With that Hermit coming out, it's all about your connection.
Yeah.
Right. It's that inner connection. It's not like the group connection.
Ouch. Oops.
Right. So, oh, Wanda.
I know. She just is real. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put her back home in a minute. We next have Lacey Gray. Lacey, are you here? Can you just say hi in the chat, please?
I mean, we'll probably still do the reading anyway.
We'll do the reading anyway.
It's nice to have that energy there, right?
It's nice to know that you're here because we can feel it, and on some level, like we're just able to connect.
I feel like I tap in better when the person's actually here.
Yeah, it does actually. Haven't seen Lacey. Okay, fine. Then we'll just I'll just put this aside. We'll skip that and we'll draw for 3 more. And if Lacey shows up, then we can
she showed up at the beginning and then I haven't seen her.
Yeah, and I guess when she didn't get drawn with the first group, she said, oh yeah, this is boring. I got other places to be.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's like just because your name doesn't get drawn doesn't mean you can't get something from the readings.
Yeah, exactly.
They're really for everybody, truthfully.
They're general readings, and the meaning that you find. Okay, so the meaning can be for more than one person, not just the one who's getting it getting the reading. Okay. All of us can find wisdom, or some of us can find additional wisdom in one person's reading than in another person. You know what I mean? Like there's something there for people to be able to, yeah, me too. I hear things that apply to me on other people's readings all the time. I go lurking in other people's channels. They don't know I'm there. I don't necessarily say, hi, it's Linda, I'd like a reading. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I don't. And boy, oh boy, do I get some really good information. Just it's absolutely worth just listening to.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Just
been
listening.
times someone else got a reading on your channel, Linda, and I like popped in a little late. So I didn't get a reading, but I'm still there for the readings. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, you do that a lot.
I'm
No,
getting called out with this reading.
there it is. Okay, so let's go back to the let's go find somebody made a request for that weird music, and I think that this is the music to which they referred, but we'll find out. Okay, because that's pretty weird. Okay. Julianne,
And yay.
Julianne, are you here?
I swear I just saw her a minute ago.
Yeah, I saw it. Well, okay. So how about the
A
polka?
few minutes ago. Oh, Anne is here.
I figured she was. Okay. Maureen D'Amico. Okay. And let's try this piece. It's interesting.
Welcome music.
Carousel. It's carousel music. Donna Marie, are you still here, Donna Marie? Oh, she's probably lurking.
She just popped over on my channel and joined my my channel. So it was a little while ago, but
yeah, I'm sure she's
she's
watching.
on my
She's
channel right now.
she's lurking.
She's on my channel.
Okay, great. Good. Glad you're here. And we have Julie Ann. And I can't read. Maureen D'Amico. Maureen is here. Julie Ann. Okay. Yeah, merry-go-round. You're right. A carousel. And where's Maureen?
She's at the bottom.
Is she at the bottom? Okay. Oh, Maureen, we're not doing specific, honey. We're not doing specific.
We're just doing these prompts that are scrolling at the bottom.
Yeah, the prompts that you see on your screen. We're doing prompted readings. We're answering the same 2 questions for everybody. So we'll answer those 2 questions for you because we're not going to. We're just not doing like.
We're not doing specific readings, personal readings.
Yeah.
We're doing prompts. Right?
This week it's just prompts.
For the full moon, since full moon is a good time for this.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
Has to do with intuition. It has to do with growth and spiritual development. And so that was in that spirit that the prompts were created. Okay, good. Oh, Leah, you're so sweet. Okay. All right. So, Julianne, you're first.
Yes. Okay. Julianne, how can I deepen my trust in my intuition? Right? Or how can you deepen your trust in your intuition? First one I pull out is the 9 of stars, which is the equivalent of the 9 of coins, right? So know that you already have everything you need right now. Okay. And once you are able to realize that, the next one is the sun, right? The sun and the sunflower. So that by letting yourself trust in your intuition, You go from nighttime to daytime here in a big way. Okay, the 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 inkling, that little, like, the more you listen to the intuition and realize that you are literally embodying those stars, the more that that sun, which is also a star, shines, right? The louder that voice gets. Came out with supermoon, emotions are running high. So this is just a reminder that when your emotions are kind of like ramped up, that little voice that is your intuition might not be like as loud as it should be, right? So when you're having one of those emotional moments, in order to really listen to your intuition, take a step back, just pause for a moment and listen for that little voice. Okay. And sometimes not even a voice, it's just a feeling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Lemuria card. Once you really deepen that trust, you realize that you're creating heaven on earth, right? It's happening. You are connected. You are connected not just in this life, but you are connected deeply through all your lives. And when you have that trust, then, you are that shining star. So I hope that was helpful, Julianne.
Which leads me straight into your the your what we've forgotten card, which is transmutation. So
Ooh.
what you were talking about, Jonathan, about transformation and creation, here we have the confirmation with the card of transmutation. This is the inner wisdom that you have, and you've been ignoring or doubting it. And here's the bonk of enlightenment for you, Julianne. And I just let me just share this. I looked up, hold on. Shh, 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 shh. I guess I can only share one screen at a time. So I'm going to share this screen, and then I'll go back and share here we go. Because this is an important word. Okay. Transmutation. Oh, I guess you can't really see it. I'll read it out loud.
Like, squint.
I'm sorry, I can't do anything about the size of it. The action of changing, or the state of being changed into another form. Okay? The changing of one element into another. Okay, in physics, the changing of one element into another by radioactive decay, nuclear bombardment, or similar processes. And historical biology usage is the conversion or transformation of one species into another. Well, that's just a little too weird even for me. So
they're just talking about a caterpillar becoming a butterfly.
Yeah, exactly. So you, my little caterpillar, are becoming a butterfly. How about that? And what is it that's going to happen to you as a butterfly? I think there's some amazing stuff that's going to go on. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm not even going to pull a second card, because this transmutation that you already know, and you've been ignoring it, you've been doubting it, you've been going, "Oh, I can't." And oh, by the way, ascension is a form of transmutation.
Wow. See,
Okay?
your last comment. Interesting. My channel name and business name was Spiritual Alchemy Energy Transfigurations. There you go.
Ignoring or doubting.
Right. I love that.
I love it too, because you know what? It's always like right in our face, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it is
When you
painful.
feel stuck, just keep going, even if
Yeah.
you're just inching along.
One foot in front of the other, and one breath after the other, and you know, that's all you can do. That's all that's expected of you. But holy, I like that a lot for you. Do I have
I
to change
see.
what?
I just see a question from Leah. No, I am not a Cancer. My birthday's in September, and well, I don't really go by traditional astrology anymore, which would make me a Virgo. I go by real sky astrology or true sidereal astrology, which would
Yeah.
make me a Leo. So,
Well, how interesting, because in Western astrology, I have Virgo rising, but Vedic astrology, I have Leo rising. Yeah. The
yes,
rest of
Beth,
y'all,
September 7th to be exact, same birthday as you. My birthday sister, that's Phaser rising.
okay, so Maureen is next. We have, and here's a question. Well, not a question. It's a statement from Maureen.
I have no idea what my gifts are. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Well, that's kind of what we're doing these readings for, right?
Yeah.
Just a way of tapping into your intuition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full
So,
moon, Maureen. Oh, am I supposed to flip us around? I think
yes,
so.
I was about to say.
Okay. I'm gonna go put Wanda
No
around.
problem. So
She's fine.
I
She's just
noticed
all
that
down my sleeve.
Beth was saying identify strongly with Virgo and not Leo. She and I have the same birthday. So I also really like fought against the idea of being a Leo.
Me
But then when I
too.
looked at my real skies like full chart, there was so many signs in Virgo, including the moon, which in regular Western is in Libra, right? Which
Yeah.
I never really felt that Libra energy in myself. But because my moon is in Virgo and true sky, and like so many other like planets and asteroids and all this stuff, I think I had like 7 different signs in Virgo.
Yeah.
That was like the most, like I think that was my like the number one sign I had was Virgo. So that's why I have a lot of that Virgo energy.
Yeah.
But then I started looking back at things and like going, oh yeah, well, I've always been a little bit of a ham. I like being on screen and I like the attention. So there's the Leo side of me.
Yeah.
I guess. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were a theater kid too, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
I
was
knew
doing Shakespeare.
I could smell it on you. What I fellow theater kid.
Yeah. So I went from in Western astrology being.
Me too, by the way. Me
Virgo
too.
Sun.
I'm not making fun of you.
Oh, I know. Please.
Okay.
Virgo Sun, Libra Moon, Taurus Rising to in real sky, Leo Sun, Virgo Moon, Aries Rising.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
It took
Okay.
me a while to really embrace it. I ran the other way and started learning about Chinese astrology instead because I'm like, all
Of
this
course,
Western stuff.
as we do.
As
you would. Yeah.
So yeah, for a couple of years, I'm like, I'm gonna ignore that Western stuff. What's this Eastern stuff like?
Yeah. Maureen, I'm gonna. That's right. I'm supposed to answer this first. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You want to pause for a moment to put Wanda away?
No. How can I deepen trust in my intuition? And that's an important question for you, Maureen, because getting in touch with your intuition is how your gifts will come out for you, if you follow what I mean. If you're not in touch with your intuition, how are you going to know when you are having a clairvoyant moment? How are you going to know when that feeling that you have is actually claircognizance? Or not the feeling, but all of a sudden you know something, but you put it aside because like, I don't know that. Or you feel something, you put it aside because you're going, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I feel this way about that? claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairgustance, I forget. Okay, there's clairtangence, clairtouching. Okay, where you can actually feel someone's touch on you, or you can touch someone else. Very Reiki. Anyway, so you need your intuition to be able to get a clue as to what your gifts are, because that's the path to your gifts. Okay. Now, you don't know what you're meant to do. Okay. So overall, humanity we as people, we by virtue of being born human, we have the two tasks of love and service. Okay. Those are our two overall overarching principles of action, our purposes as human for our lives. How do you find your own personal mission? By following these two, by loving and serving, by providing loving service to the people around you. Okay. In whatever way you can, things will come to you. Ideas will come to you, opportunities will come to you. You will say, you'll be fascinated by something, you'll be curious about something, you'll go, oh, look, that person's a shoemaker, how interesting. Oh, look at the leather, wow, that looks like fun, I wish I could do that. Maybe I could take lessons. Things are put in front of you. You develop an interest and you follow that interest. That's how you find out what your purpose in life is. But your purpose in life is always, always, always loving service. That's just universal. It's true for everybody.
Or as they say, follow your bliss.
Follow your bliss is another way of putting it. Yep. Yep.
So,
okay.
Sorry, Maureen, I'm going to pause for a moment here, but I see people talking about like their element and animal. So in the Western world, when we study Asian astrology, all we think about is the year we were born.
Yeah.
It's more than that, okay? There's the 4 pillars of destiny. We got the year, the month, the day, and the hour, okay? So those 4 are really what make up your destiny. And nobody's are going to be identical. Nobody, right? So for me, yes, I was born the year of the wood rabbit, but it was the month of the wood monkey, the day of the fire dragon, and the hour of the earth pig. Okay. And the day that you were born, that's your personality. So all my life, people are like, you're a rabbit, but you have so much dragon energy. I'm like, well, this makes sense because I was born the day of the fire dragon, right? Which, even though I was born year of the wood rabbit, I'm more of a fire dragon, which most people are like, what? It's a deep dive if you want to go there. I have a video on my channel about it. We'll get back to you in a second, Marie, but I just want to make sure that we're not going to skip Donna Marie because she's like, hey, over on my channel. So, Donna, you're next.
Yeah.
Okay, Donna Marie.
Yeah, you're next. Maureen is more. I've just pulled a card from Maureen, okay. and I didn't see this before I started ranting at you. Okay. Higher love. Higher love.
Higher love.
How can you deepen trust in your intuition, Maureen? Higher love. So that means tapping into your soul. That means tapping into divine source energy and allowing that, she's not happy, allowing that divine source energy to beam through you.
She's like, Mom, what did you do?
I know. No, she's mad at the budgies. I got them locked up so they can't come out and harass her. But now she's mad at them and she's feeling pretty cocky because they're not buzzing her anymore.
Oh, God.
We'll have to go get her again just to shut her up. I don't know.
Mhm. Let her be for a moment, I guess. Let's see if she settles. So Maureen, what what inner wisdom have you been ignoring or doubting? I got the Hierophant for you. Okay. You are
Oh,
meant to teach, right? But it takes a little backbone to be able to teach. Okay. And I think sometimes when you're being called to teach, you're like, well, who the hell am I to tell anybody anything? Right. And that's where the backbone comes in, is realizing that even if you're teaching something that's already been taught, you're teaching it from a point of view that is unique to you. No one else has that point of view. No one else has your experience. Right. So I think it's time to tap into that inner wisdom that you have, right? Time to, well, so many of us are getting this walk through the fears, right? Walk through your fears. And again, keepers of the earth, right? Your ancestors are there. They're like, you have wisdom to share. You have our wisdom to share. It's time to start sharing it. Stop doubting that you have something to share, because it is there to be shared. It's in your blood, it's in your cells, it's in your spirit. You are part of us and we are part of you. And it's time for that wisdom that flows from us to you to be shared. Okay. So, Maureen, stop doubting your inner wisdom. Right. Oh, Beth, which deck is the light one with dark print? So, I'm using, this is the Wandering Moon Tarot. That's the dark with the light. And it came with a sister deck, the Wandering Echo, which is the light with the dark. And it's just the majors, but it's a different set of majors. So I'm using it kind of like an oracle or like a clarification card for the first, right? So you're muted still. Are you
Donna
still muted?
Marie, you're next.
Yes. And
And I
she's,
think this will
I
be
think she
where,
hops channels.
yeah, well, whatever. I know that's fine. A lot of people do, and I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Oh,
Thank
which
you.
brings me to the next point. Please like and subscribe to both of our channels. Jonathan's got a really interesting backlog of unboxings and
I
taking,
have a ton of stuff. I've got
yeah, he's got,
unboxings for tarot and oracles. I also have a ton of interviews with deck creators.
yes, they're
Plus, I've
fat.
had other tarot tubers come on and just have conversations, have readings.
Yeah.
Um, there's quite a backlog of stuff on there. And eventually, once I get my mojo back, I'll start doing stuff again. But I've just been kind of taking a break for a little while since November. But we all need a break every once
Yeah.
in a while. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you've been doing it for a long time. Hey, you know what? Look at this. You have a guest on your show, on your channel. I mean, it's Valerie, who's going to be having a birthday in 45 minutes because it's almost midnight in Ireland. Hi, Valerie. Welcome from Ireland. My heart is with you. Happy freaking birthday, girlfriend.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
Mhm. And I'm sorry you can't ask a question because that's
We're not doing questions. We're just doing, if you look down below, there's
yeah.
2 prompts. And if you want to get in, hashtag moon to get on the
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah, and here's some feedback from Maureen. Before we get, I haven't forgotten you, Donna.
Oh
She's
man.
getting the Obi-Wan vibes when he was reluctant to teach Anakin. Yeah,
Yep.
that was pretty much my take on it.
Oh yeah, I'm Beth. I love
Okay,
the interview you did with Sasha Graham. Which one? I've done several with her. I love Sasha Graham. She's amazing. She's
okay,
just,
there's Donna. Okay, so
me
I
too.
switched this around, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure. I think this is going to
So,
be the last reading for today because we're already at an hour and 14 minutes. And
yeah.
and so this is going to be it for today. But thank you all for being here, and we'll talk some more after we've finished answering Donna's question. So like, don't leave just
Yeah.
because you're not going to get a reading. Don't take off. Be polite. She said.
We're still here. We still got stuff to say, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so Beth says it was the Tarot of the Witch's Garden interview.
Oh,
That is such a pretty deck. I need to pull that out again. Anyway,
not
Donna
now.
Marie, this
Wait,
is
wait
for you.
until we come on. Wait until we do this again.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'll pull out another. It's a good
Okay.
for summer. So, Donna Marie, we have 7 of Moons for you, which is the equivalent of 7 of Cups. So you're like, well, which moon do I grab? Which moon do I reach for? What do I do? Like, what passion? What desire am I reaching for? I just like, I don't know. The thing that came out with it is the Sun. Okay. So let the light of day illuminate your choices so that you know what exactly it is you're getting into. Because at night, there's all there. Look at how shiny all those moons are. So, they're glimmering there. So it makes it a little harder for you to really know what it is you're supposed to be reaching for. This is just a reminder, it's okay to pause until you're sure before you go ahead, right? And this is how you can deepen your trust in your intuition. If you have all these answers popping up and you're not quite sure which one's the one you should reach for, don't reach for any for a minute, right? Wait until that light of day, that sun really shines on all of that. So you really aren't guessing, okay? You'll know what is the right answer. You know which one to grab for if you give yourself the time to really find illumination. Okay.
Valerie, those are the Tarot of the Wandering Moon. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's Tarot of the Wandering Moon and the Wandering Echo. I got them as a pair.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're still available. Done by Rachel Jean. I am not seeing her, just Rachel Jean. So if you just type that, like if you like Google for it, it should pop up. I think it's on Etsy. And then the energy is gaining momentum. Here again, this is the waxing moon, right? So it says we had the full moon and it's starting to get dark, right? But the energy is gaining momentum, and that's when you know you're reaching for the right thing. Oh, here we go. Break the chain, right? Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Don't let yourself get dragged into the cave where you just can't see anything anymore. Let yourself come out of the cave before you make a choice, before you listen to the intuition, right? Again, there's that image of being in the dark versus coming out into the light and then listening then, okay? I hope that was helpful, Donna Marie.
So Donna Marie, this walks right into what we're doing here. And Valerie, I have birds. You missed the first part of the show where I was being anointed with the Okay. Donna Marie, open your eyes. You are a priestess. You are ignoring and doubting, but you have the power of the priestess. Is that the sun or the moon behind her? Well, it could be either, couldn't it? Because the priestess sits between the two. And so she walks between the worlds. She holds her wand of power up high and she steps. See that path? She steps from one side to the other, from
dark and the light again.
Yeah, the dark and the light. And she is absolutely free and powerful. And this is your inner wisdom that you're ignoring or doubting, or, oh no, it couldn't possibly be me. Yeah, it's you. Okay. And I know you well enough. We're good enough friends. I'm just going to say it out loud. We're good enough friends that I know that's true. I recognize that in you. Okay. And the second, and of course, I just had to pull from what we've forgotten.
I'm laughing at Gerald's comment. She's
What?
wielding a bonk of
The bonk
enlightenment.
of enlightenment. I am indeed wielding the bonk of enlightenment. What at you? Okay, I gotta find a real one because my cane just the cane that I used to use. Well, never mind. The cane's just not good enough. I gotta find one. Okay, so the card, Donna Marie. The card is the alchemist. Here you are, priestess, alchemist, wielding the materials of reality, wielding the matter into and transforming it into new stuff, spiritually and physically. Okay. And the alchemy is just taking different elements. Well, okay, so the early alchemists in real life, they just wanted to see what was going to happen. They just like making things blow up. I mean, apparently you could always recognize the alchemist. This is from something somebody, I wish I could remember these things that I read, but somebody wrote in a treatise that you could always recognize the alchemist. And this is like 14th century France, because their hair and beards were singed, and they had scars up and down their arms from all the burns. Sorry. But it was known in society, okay? Like this was, people would look at you and go, oh yeah, you're an alchemist. You're missing half your beard and your hair is like fried. Okay. So that's you, Donna. You're missing half your beard and your hair is fried because you are an alchemist. You're a priestess. You are a priestess who can manage the material, the matter of reality, and create something new from it. Whoa.
Whoa. Donna Marie says, holy F, sounds like the door I just walked through.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good. I'm glad you felt the bonk. You were meant to. The bonk of enlightenment comes to everyone at some point in your life. So
if you don't pay attention, you'll get it again.
Oh gosh, yeah. And I mean, that's the whole point of the bonk of enlightenment, right? Like what is it you've been ignoring or doubting? Because it'll come as a nudge, hey, psst, psst. And then if you ignore that, it'll be a little bit of a shove. And if you ignore that, it's going to be a bigger shove. And eventually the bonk of enlightenment will arrive upside your head. That's right. Something you cannot ignore. And it could be very destructive. I mean, it could, and it's certainly going to be enlightening. Oh, is that what you meant? Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, hi, Timmy. You're just in time for us
Timmy.
to close. Thank you so much, Jonathan. It's always so much fun to read with you. I really.
Just to continue the whole alchemy thing, I actually took an alchemy class in college.
Did you? Tell me about it.
So it was very intriguing because there was like two branches of alchemy that split, right? So there's the Western alchemy, which are very obsessed with like turning lead into gold and everything.
Yeah. And the philosopher's
But the alchemists went east as well.
Yes.
And so the emperor of China hired all these alchemists to find, he was more upset. He didn't care about the gold. He had plenty of riches and everything. What he was more interested in was finding the philosopher's stone for the immortality it would bring.
Yes. Right? Yes. Yeah, they had a thing for immortality, those guys.
Right. So that is what the Eastern alchemists started doing, was they started mixing random crap together. Twigs and branches and stones and animal pieces and like anything they could get their hands on. And then they realized, oh, wait, this one formula we tried, everyone who had a cold suddenly is better. Let's write that down. And this is where Chinese herbology came from. Yeah. It's an outbranching of alchemy.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool, because Western alchemists didn't do that. They were hidden in their basements, and just trying to figure out and keeping their guarding their information jealously about what would happen when you know did a solution of this and poured a something of that into it, and
Right. So the Eastern alchemists wrote everything down, made
and
notes,
shared
and
it.
that's why we have these like giant books of herbology.
Yeah.
And the Western alchemists, all they're like they were, you know, heretics or whatever they were labeled. And so their books, they had no written words in their books. They were all images.
They were all symbols. I know. They were all written in like this weird code that everybody that you
There's
had your own
a lot of
code.
alchemical symbols in the tarot.
Yes, yes.
So.
The whole they wrote their own special codes for things, and sometimes they were common. Okay, so they would use the astrological symbol for Saturn, but it meant one thing to one alchemist and another thing to another. But there was a whole language of symbolism involved with alchemy about, you know, and it was all basically, yes.
The step in the alchemical process.
Yeah. And they just absolutely didn't want to share it with anybody because it was gold. So you can, you know, but they did come up. I mean, it's the beginning of chemistry, right? Only they weren't, it's not as useful. Well, I guess it is useful, but it wasn't as useful as herbology would have been.
Well, and it's funny because there's museums in, I think, like the Netherlands and Germany and stuff where they have alchemical gold, and like a lot of those museums will not let anyone test their chunks of gold.
Of course not,
because they're probably not really gold.
No, they're not. No, I can tell you right now.
Right?
They're absolutely.
So it just you talking about alchemy kind of like maybe flash back to my class.
That's so interesting that they're actually teaching alchemy. That would be so.
It was funny because it was a chemistry teacher who got special permission to teach this alchemy class. I don't even know if it got taught again, truthfully. And I got to take it in place of chemistry.
I would have done.
Right.
I would have done exactly the same.
Chemistry again later to get into acupuncture school, but that's a whole other story.
Okay. So, Jonathan, share with us, please, what you're going to be doing in the next, week or so.
Well, a week from today, I am actually taking wing to California. I'm going to visit my mama, so my son can have some grandma time. And so we can go to the boardwalk and ride some rides and play some video games and eat junk food.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
So I don't really have anything planned for the next few weeks, just because, vacation, that's the only thing I got in my brain right now. But, come fall, when my kid goes back to school, I'll probably start trying to do a little more with my channel.
Yeah.
I was kind of not really feeling it, and then he got on summer break, and it's like I just don't have time to do anything other than right.
No, of course not. It makes perfect sense, and besides, it's more fun to play with your kid than
So Iron Fire and Horse, this is the name of my channel. It's Jonathan Daly.
Yeah. Do I have a mod who can post that?
Beth, Apollo is 11, and he will be 12 in December.
That's a big kid. Still a kid, but a big kid.
And he is a big kid. He's like in the 75th percentile for height. So.
Okay, so what am I going to be doing? I am tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Gerald Tarot Stash and I are
say something with Gerald.
Huh?
I was about to say you're doing something with Gerald.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I'm always doing something with. Well, each of us, we instigate each other. I mean, you've seen this. We instigate each other with ideas all the time, and it's exciting and it's fascinating, and I'm not going to say no because it's fun, right? So tomorrow we're going to be at 11 o'clock Pacific, and that makes it 2 o'clock Eastern. And the rest of you can figure out your own time zone from there, because that's as much as I'm going to remember. We're doing part 2. I don't know what Hawaii time is. It's earlier than I am. I know that.
It is currently 12:30 here, so it must be
Okay,
3:30
it's
there.
3:30 here. Yeah. Okay. So we're doing part 2 of starting your own YouTube channel, and we're going to be talking
Right.
about lives. Yeah, we're going to be talking about lives and all the stuff that goes. Well, tune in, you'll see.
Like what
All
we're doing right now.
yeah, and what you the things that you know, things like things to keep yourself organized and things to keep in mind and things to avoid or not, you know, depends on your style and what you think is important and what you want to convey and blah, blah, woof, woof. Uh, Monday at 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern, I'll be on with Allie. We're doing readings light and darkness. That should be interesting. And Tuesday is Akashic Adventures. Viviani is hosting that week on the 15th. Viviani is hosting, but we always, all 3 of us simulcast from our channels. So it doesn't matter. You can just go to whichever channel you can remember. You'll see it there. Okay.
I'm laughing at Gerald's comment.
What did he say?
I expect
A
the show
5 snort live. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and I have a lot to say about lives, and so does Gerald. And I still, you know, it still astonishes me that he was able to manage his channel for like 2 years with an iPad.
That's bonkers, Gerald.
That is like some level of, I don't know, like dedication and lunacy and uh it's like the best part of making do with what you've got, you know?
Exactly.
Wow.
He says facts.
Yeah, I know it's fast. And then next Wednesday, so this is what day is today? So that's like in a week on the 16th. Geez, I gotta put my glasses on. I did find them, by the way. I wasn't sitting on them quite. Yeah, Gerald says it was what I had available and it worked great. I can't imagine going back to a tablet from a keyboard like this. Oh man. Um, okay, wait a second. So at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 o'clock Eastern, next Wednesday the 16th, we're doing brainstorming part 2 with Gerald and Diana. We started with we did brainstorming last Monday the 7th. And then at 2 o'clock, it's going to be into the ether with Diane G. 2 o'clock the 16th. We do into the ether every other Wednesday. So yeah, so yesterday was my day off.
Gerald's comment.
What did I miss?
I was just saying, don't forget to remove Gerald's comment.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, especially Jonathan. A real pleasure to read.
Thank you, Linda, for having me.
And thank you, Wanda, for being quiet. And thank you all for being here. Love you so much. Mwah. See you soon. Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to his channel.